Steals, including a nice little giveaway to Alex Hartman there for the 2. Very early in the game, Gary kind of set the tone for things. Mike Koreski and Gary Akiyama on the broadcast. And Gary, people have been asking, right? They see us at this table and they're like, when's this going to be on? What are you doing? And I wanted to let you guys know that it will be on Comcast Channel 11, Fort Vancouver Community Television, FVTV. So thank you guys so much for putting this on with us and doing this. You can see it, Channel 11, FVTV. Times will be coming soon, and just be flipping the channel, and you'll see us. And hopefully you'll want to stay on the channel for a little bit.
Oh, hopefully. I mean, and the camera people and the behind-the-scenes people are fantastic. They work real hard, so we got to shout out to them too, Mike.
Well, definitely. We need to give them all the credit in the world because they do deserve it. It's a lot of work to put this stuff on. So, Gary, tell me, halftime stats, just give me a couple of things. What looks good to you?
What looks really good to me is the rebounds. We're controlling the boards, 26 for us, hot shot 17. But what really speaks volumes to me right now are our steals. 10 steals compared to the hot shot only had 3 steals.
And going back to the game for just a sec, Gary, Bryson McKenzie, number 55, he's pouring it on. He's getting things started. He got the hoop. He got the harm. Now he's the line for 1. What has the free throws been looking like, Gary?
Free throws have been looking pretty decent, too. We were 7 of 15. We need to improve on that. But the steals, 10 and 3, that's 7 steals difference. So that could either convert to 14 or 21 points. As you can see on the scoreboard, we're up 22 points.
And I noticed here on the three-pointers, we're 9 of 18 for the half. Of course, Lechtenberg 3 of 5 and Murray 2 of 4 from long distance. Bledsoe comes up with the steal. And here come the Volcanoes, trying to get that lead stretched out. They have their starting 5 from the beginning of the game on the floor. Steal by the Hotshots, and that is up ahead. Steal and the deal by number 15, Ricky Lott. So let's see. The Hotshots cut it down to say 17, wasn't it, there in the second quarter? And the Volcanoes got it back up to 20, and now here we go, second half.
Oh, Bryson just hammered there.
Yeah, that was between Jordan Gregg, 33, and also 44, Chris Session. I think both of them came up with some flesh. So there will be a foul, and Bryson will be shooting. Big Bryson, the free throw machine. Yep. Lots of attempts for that guy every game.
Right. He had a great first half on that. I won't say anything yet until he shoots this. Oh, of course. Well, folks, he was 2 for 2 in the first half.
Jinx Akiyama, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
But
he'll get this one. Never fails, right, Mike? We talk about that.
Yeah, it doesn't. And like I said, he raises up that percentage. It should be better on improving on that 58%. And he is going to make a living at the line. I mean, last year he was there 87 times in 20 games. He'll be there more this year. He has a lot more low post moves.
Absolutely. But 3 for 4 tonight. That's not too bad.
Yeah, we'll take that. And as long as you don't jinx him, he's going to shoot real well in that second half. The Volcanoes collect the loose ball. Bledsoe adding another rebound to his stat line for the night. Pip looking up, surveying the floor, and that's Hartman in the corner. Down low to Uskoski. 2 for Devin. So what did you learn about Devin Uskoski last week on the post-game interview, Gary?
I learned a lot from Devin. He was playing in Augsburg, Germany, just recently, and came back home to Rush Prairie, a local native. Also went to Rocky Mountain College, which is in Butte, Montana.
Oh, okay. Google Gary's back at it. By the way, it was 2 points for Andre Murray, 71-46 Volcanoes. Continue, Mr. Akiyama.
Well, and he's a major. He's got his degree in business and economics, and he was very thrilled to be able to come back to play in the IBL. He didn't think he'd be able to play in his home area, Vancouver, so he was even thrilled about that.
And he just hit the open tryout, right? Wasn't that how we found him?
Right, we found him in the open tryout. Actually, we found him, or actually I would say Jake Carlisle, the former Vancouver Volcano, was playing summer ball with them and told Coach Brian Hunter, hey, you got to take a look at this guy because he's a player.
Nice. And Carlisle, all-star for the IBL for the Volcanoes. Miss him this year, but thank you very much for the contribution of Devin Uskoski.
Yeah, I think Devon's going to make a very quick impact in the IBL and play Division II in Germany. I wouldn't be surprised if Division I teams start looking at him.
Definitely. 15.2 points a game coming into tonight, 11.7 rebounds, even just under 2 assists a game. He's very complete down there.
And he did a little bit of everything, you know, last night or last game here at the O'Connell Sports Center.
Well, definitely. He earned that post-game interview with you. And people fight for that thing.
They do, believe it or not.
They
Mike.
do. And I'm going to thumb wrestle you because I want one of those this year.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
we'll talk about that later. The Volcanoes have the ball, working it around. Really nice with Yuskoski in the middle, hitting the wings. And over to Andre Murray for a 3. No good for Andre, but Yuskoski. Wow. Cleanup on aisle 10. Customer made a mess. Volcanoes 73, 48 for the Hotshots. Oh, Pip Bloodsaw. Steal and almost a deal. Almost a deal. And look, smile on his face. Just a great guy to be around.
He was
great
claiming,
guy to
he
be
was
around.
claiming it was a raw deal because he didn't get the foul call.
Well, and the Hotshots come back, and that's number 50, Tony Akpon, center, 6'8", out of the University of Hawaii. And we do know where that is.
We do. Now is it University of Hawaii Manoa, which is on the main campus on the Big Island, or is it University of Hawaii Hilo, which is on the Big Island of Hawaii? So University of Manoa on Hawaii, you know, there's a couple campuses.
Well, look at you, Pikachu. You know your geography. So, with all that being said, the Hotshots, Gary, they turned a negative, the steal, and almost a dunk into a positive and got their free throws back there, the three-point play. But Murray comes back for the Volcanoes. He's just consistent. The 10 points at the half, a little low for what he's been doing, but he could easily go for 20 this half.
Absolutely. Nice steal there by Alex.
Almost, but they ruled him out of bounds.
Oh, boy.
And talking's going on. Murray, he's got something to say. He's got something to say, whether it's the teammates or the refs or just seems like a really nice person, you know, to be around, good teammate. And that's a three-pointer for number 40.
Lockhart for 3.
And that would be Justin Lockhart. Back at the other end, Yuskoski is fouled. And the thing I love about Yuskoski, Gary, is he just goes to it. And he's not finesse. He's just like, give me some power. Here's your power forward right here.
Well, he's just what we call your eggs and ham guy. I mean, you know, just blue collar, just does what needs to take, you know, get the job done. Doesn't need any praises or anything. Just works hard and gets it done.
Okay, a pointer. This is only our second game together, but if you talk food during a broadcast again, you're going to have to bring me that food.
Oh, okay.
Last game of the year. If you're not interview the second to last game, ham and eggs the second last game. Make it happen, Captain. All right, Andre Murray taking a look over for Pip Bloodsaw. Not quite on the jumper. McKenzie fighting for that rebound. And let's see, are they calling it on the Hotshots? Yep, sure looks like it, and that's the foul on Justin Lockhart.
Good intensity by the Volcanoes. You know, they haven't let up at all.
No, I agree with you totally. It seems every time the Hotshots string a couple of buckets together, the Volcanoes answer back because they just have so much down low, Gary. So much down low. And you can tell at the halftime stats how that was looking. Yuskoski called for the offensive foul. But the Volcanoes, their rebounds at the half, they had 26 rebounds, and the Hotshots 27, but it's just when did it happen and who made it count? That's what I got to say, and I think that's what the Volcanoes did. And going over back to the game here, Hotshots looking down the middle, no good. Here comes Hartman for the Volcanoes. Wants to pull it back out, get it over to, oh, he looks down to Yuskoski. Very nice. Yeah, it was kind of a fake. Kind of faked the pass over to Murray and hit a cutting Yuskoski.
That was a good, hard-earned play.
Yep. Ham and eggs, Gary. Ham and eggs, Yuskoski. And we come back to the action. Three-pointer for Jordan Gregg, 33. Impressive player. 13 points in the first half, 5 boards. And he can extend it out. Got a nice touch out there. Murray answers back. Andre Murray, you can't make me look bad. I want my points.
80 points already for the Volcanoes.
Yeah, middle of the third quarter. The thing about the IBL, Gary, we've said it before, the scores are usually in the 130s or so. So they just pile it on. A very guard-oriented league. Couple of big men, but it's a lot of shooting and a lot of getting to the hole, just like Alex Hartman did, but not quite. Lockhart rebounds it for the Hotshots behind the bag. Nice nifty move. And he gives it up to a cutting number 4, which is Hassan Stewart for the bucket.
Well, we're talking about who the Volcanoes have to contain tonight, and they must contain, I believe, Hassan Stewart and Jordan Gregg to win this game.
So that was kind of a Y factor, Gary.
That was one of the Y factors.
That was waiting in the wings. It was like X Factor Junior, which is Y, or X squared if you want to get all geometrical about it.
Oh, boy, okay. Mr. Mathematician here.
Speaking of mathematics, Qtr May for 3. That's very simple. 3 is the magic number. Yes, it is.
Okay.
And Stewart up the middle. He dishes over to a cutting Tony Akpan. And the thing about Akpan, he is emotional, Gary. He doesn't get cheated when he makes a play.
No, he gets into it.
He does not get cheated. That's an energy guy, and the Hotshots haven't quite had a lot of it. So, well, welcome, Tony. Celebrate while you can, I suppose. And for the Volcanoes, Brad Lechtenberg, also Alex Tiefenthaler, substituting for Bryson McKenzie and Alex Hartman. Bryson, been a model of consistency this season so far, Gary.
And he has, but, I'm glad he's on the team because, without him, I don't think certain things are going to happen for us this year.
Definitely, especially when you get to the top tier of the divisions and like when our Bellingham home game comes up this season, that's a battle. Those guys can play. Not to say anyone else can't in the IBL, but those guys are something else. And it'll be a battle, and Bryson, he's got some things to prove. Jump ball between Tiefenthaler and number 21, which is Brent Maris, the guy from the military.
Okay, military player.
No branch, but the military.
Pick your branch. Oh, that was a horrible toss-up by the ref. I hate to say that.
Yeah, Brent Young wasn't quite with it. His heart wasn't in that one. Let's see if it is this time. Much better. And Akpan controls, and here comes Hassan Stewart for the Hotshots. And I was looking at the IBL schedule, Gary, with the Hotshots. They're playing road games the rest of the season.
Really?
Serious. If you look on the website, the IBLHoopsOnline.com, every game's a road game, so I'm not sure what's up with that.
Huh.
I know last year the Seattle team, when we had an entry, they were a road team last year. That's what they officially did.
Right.
Devin Yuskowski at the elbow of the key for a bucket. Extends your lead out, 85-62 in favor of the Volcanoes. So that's one thing I looked at and was like, wow, we played at their place, and that was their home game.
Wow, I guess we should feel good about that.
Well, like I said before, Gary, it's the IBL. The IBL. It's the IBL. And count the bucket for the Hotshots. That's Jordan Gregg. Not laying down, is he?
No, he's not. He's, Mr. Intensity all the way, whether they're winning or losing.
And Akban goes to the bench. In for the Hotshots 44, Chris Session. So, Gary, do you have any other Hotshot colleges do you want to talk to me about? I mean, give me one more. You've had some good stuff being Google Gary. What else do you have?
Let's pick one that University of the
Incarnate Ward.
Yeah.
For Isaiah Bryant.
UIW. San Antonio, Texas, in the Alamo Heights, near the Alamo. Private school, founded in 1881, over 7,000 students at UIW.
Well, that's a ton compared to Avila. 7,000 over 1831.
Yeah, that's a big school.
But the Incarnate Ward, it doesn't strike fear into the hearts of people. And Brad Lechtenberg fouled at the end there, looking for a possible fast break opportunity. And Ricky Lott said, I've got a lot. A lot of you crashing to the floor. Lechtenberg going to the line for 2. Pretty much he's automatic, isn't he, Gary?
He is. I think he's been close to, shooting 80% for the year?
That's what I'm thinking, too. Well, I mean, especially most three-point shooters, Gary, they have that stroke. So it's like, don't interrupt it. Just let it happen.
And it happens very naturally for those type of players as well. So.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And by the way, next Volcano action will be next Friday, the 21st of May versus these same Central Oregon Hotshots. And by the way, Gary, so far for the year, he's 100% from the line.
Wow.
And he just hit 2 there, didn't he?
I think he missed one.
That was your fault.
Okay. That's my fault. When the fire alarm went off in the home opener, that was my fault. What else can you think of, Mike?
Well, not many other things. There's a lot of things that were very good, being Google Gary, the X Factor, lots of things like that.
Thank you.
At the line for the Hot Shots, I'll be here all week. Ricky Lott. And looking at the schedule, you have the Hot Shots tonight, and then the China Shylands on May 28th at 7 p.m.
That will be a very interesting game. China was in the team. Their team was in the league 2 years ago.
Yes.
And I've heard that they've got some very tall players this year, so it should be a pretty intimidating game.
I remember they had a 7'2" guy, Brad Lechtenberg, first of all, for the Volcanoes, another 3. He's on fire tonight. But the China Shylands had a guy named Yu Tao, 7'2", nice player. Lots of skill. That's the thing I noticed 2 years ago, Gary, is that the big men very skilled, the guards a little bit slower than your IBL.
Right. That is true, and that kind of surprises me because seeing Ken, the person from Japan that's on our team this year,
Mr. Nakashima,
extremely quick.
Yes. Well, and see, the Japan team last year had quick guards, but no big men.
Right.
So you mix the China and the Japan, and you have a superpower.
That would be good. But hopefully we'll be able to see Ken coming off the bench here shortly.
Yeah, let's see if he gets some minutes. We'll see. It's 93-68. We'll see what Coach Hunter wants to do. There's a couple of other guys he wants to get a run in and look at as well. And that's Qtr Lambert, number 8, his first appearance into the game for the Volcanoes. And also Damon King, 23, back in for another one.
Qtr, he's a very quick point guard as well. 5'11", he can move like nobody's business. So he'll make things happen.
And I also saw in some of the literature we've got passed out, he played at Oregon State, but then they pulled it off. So I don't know. It could have been a rumor. Who started it? Who started it?
Oh, you're going to blame me for that one, too.
No, I didn't say a word. I just looked at you.
Okay.
And that's Jordan Gregg with Lambert on, and there's a size mismatch, but Lechtenberg comes to help. And they did well because they made Gregg give the ball up, and they missed the shot as a result of that pass. So 2 smaller guys attacked Jordan Gregg.
Well, I know Qtr, speaking of him, I know he played locally here in Portland at one of the Portland high schools.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So he's very grounded here. Now, college-wise, I'm not sure. I guess that's my Google task for the day.
Yes. Google Gary in the house. Can we get some graphics for that, please? We're going to put you in there. At the line for the Hot Shots, it's number 44, Chris Session. Session hits the second one, 93-70 in favor of your Volcanoes. 2:35 left in the third quarter. Andre Murray brings it up, surveying the seam. Damon King bounce pass over to Tiefenthaler, missed it, and a nasty fall on the back. That's not going to feel good tomorrow.
Or right now.
And his reward for that, he gets to ride in an RV over to Vancouver, BC tomorrow.
But it's a team bonding thing, Mike.
Exactly. And it's the Ibble. Qtr Lambert looking over to Andre Murray. Lechtenberg wants to get that corner. He gets it, and the Lechtenberg launch. You betcha.
Boy, that was
betcha.
Pure shot, pure shooter there.
Yes, there was a game, his first season with the Volcanoes, I think 4 years ago. He hit 48 in a game, Lechtenberg did. I kid you not, on one of their first road trip of the year in Michigan. 48 points, boy. 11 three-pointers.
That's just being unconscious.
And I would love to be in person to see something like that. I would probably go crazy. Because just seeing him hit 4 or 5 now, you know how hard it is to do that, and we're like, oh, that's Brad, he does that all the time. It's like...
But it's tougher than it looks, folks.
Well, exactly. It's a lot of spacing, and it's just knowing where to go when that ball's getting circled around. Lechtenberg fighting for the board, but no dice. Hot Shot still pounding it. Foul is on Tiefenthaler.
Boy, Alex did not like that. I mean,
Yeah.
he got the ball, but there are people all over his back, and then they called a foul on him.
Not happy. There was a rebel yell that he let out.
Yes.
Billy Idol would have been proud. At the line for the Hotshots, it is number 40, Justin Lockhart, the guard from Avila University. And Google Gary, he's figured that one out already. So it's been educational tonight too, Gary.
Well, I'm
It's
going
been real good.
to try to bring some education to the game, Mike.
You-
Just a little fun, you know.
I really appreciate that because more you, less of me is a good thing in this broadcast. And Kevin Tyner back in the game over to Lechtenberg. Oh, he wanted that, Gary.
Yeah.
He wanted that bad. And he's coming back out. Look, he spots back in the corner, but it goes the other way to Tyner.
Oh.
Off for the 3. Rebound by the Hotshots. Small lineup for the Volcanoes right now. You have Tiefenthaler and basically 4 guards. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah.
Tiefenthaler and 4 guards. They're just going to push,
We're-
and
yeah.
everyone's going to spot up.
We're small and quick, though.
Yeah. Lambert wanted Damon King to get down low, but it goes back to Lechtenberg. The launch
Boy,
is successful.
He's on fire tonight.
You're looking at about 6 or 7 threes already, Gary. He might get that 11. I think Coach Hunter's going to play him some more in that 4th quarter. Answers back, though, for a 3-pointer from number 40, Justin Lockhart. Qtr Lambert going to the hoop, no good. Here come the Hotshots back. Want to work into that 20-point deficit. Working that ball around. Lockhart for a 3, no good. Tyner controls, and let's see what the Volcanoes do. Lambert looking at Lechtenberg, maybe? Nope, he dumps it off for DK. Tiefenthaler, rebound and put back. 101-79. So will Lechtenberg get a shot to end the quarter, Gary? 22 seconds left. What do you think?
I will say no.
I'm going to say yes. Let's do this. All right, let's watch number 1, folks. Number 1 in the corner. Let's see where Tyner goes. Goes the other way, but let's see if the ball gets reversed. Oh, over in the corner to Tiefenthaler. 5 seconds to go over to Lechtenberg. Didn't I tell you? But he dumped it off.